You came to the right place to learn about land change simulation modeling. My name is Robert Gilmore, Pontius Jr. You can call me Gil. I am a professor in the Graduate School of Geography at Clark University. I've been a land change modeler since the early 90s, and the major product of my dissertation, which was in 1994, is the land change model Geomod. Geomod has now been incorporated into the GIS software Edrizi. You can learn more about Edrizi by visiting www.clarklabs.org. In the years since we've published Geomod, it's been used throughout the world in a variety of contexts. One of the most common is the simulation of deforestation, specifically for RED projects. RED stands for projects to reduce the emissions due to deforestation and forest degradation. Since publishing Geomod, I've thought deeply about how to measure the accuracy of land change models, and that has led to a paper that was a large collaboration with 19 land change modelers and me, where we compared 13 different case studies. And that paper came out in 2008 in the Annals of Regional Science. Some people read that paper and say, well, land change models don't do very well. Other people read that same paper and say, well, land change models perform pretty well. It's interesting how different people can read the same paper and come to completely opposite conclusions. My goal with that paper was to at least make very clear and explicit methods to how to measure the performance of such models. Since that point in time, I've now become extremely interested in even how we mathematically characterize change over time. So I'll invite you to learn more about a framework that my students and I have created called intensity analysis. Intensity analysis examines changes among categories, and the changes are between consecutive time points. The purpose of intensity analysis is to be able to characterize historic changes so we can understand the underlying processes, because especially if we are going to make a simulation of the future that's based on the past, we need to be able to understand the past. At heart, I'm a mathematician and a statistician. My main goal is to create mathematical equations that are easy to understand, at least easier than the existing paradigms. So one paradigm that I've been working to replace is the kappa paradigm. In the International Journal of Remote Sensing, Marco Milonos and I have recently published a paper called Death to Kappa, in which I essentially apologize for some of my previous work in 2000 and 2002, where I endorsed more elaborate and more complicated versions of the kappa index of agreement. So many other people in the remote sensing community are now also recommending that the remote sensing community abandon kappa. Another very common paradigm, which I anticipate intensity analysis will displace, is the Markov matrix paradigm. And so my students and I have now been working on a matrix that we call the flow matrix, which is a simpler version of the matrix than the Markov matrix. So I invite you to visit my website, www.clarku.edu/RPONTIUS. That's www.clarku.edu/RPontius. You can get many publications from that website. Please read them and let me know what you think. Looking forward to hearing from you.